The fact is that a Polaris-class submarine, that is, a nuclear warhead carrying submarine, unlike the Conqueror that sank the Belgrano, which was a hunter-killer submarine, went 13 degrees south, 27 degrees west. Now that is out of range of the Soviet Union, but within range of Argentina. And I think that faced with military humiliation, there would have been pressure led by Mrs. Thatcher to use nuclear weapons. Now, I am appalled. My colleagues would be appalled. And many of Mrs. Thatcher's own party would be appalled. But I ask, why is it that part of the so-called British nuclear deterrent was sent out of the North Atlantic down to the South Atlantic by rumor within range of the Argentine military complex near Cordova, unless there had been the possibility of using these weapons? I mean, the situation is horrible beyond anything, and that's part of the reason why some of us are for the giving up by people other than the Americans and the Russians, and now I think including even them, nuclear weapons, because some crazy person with military humiliation and all the political consequences. And I don't think that that woman understood what war meant. And I think that Britain was led by a bad, bad person. Now, I would never have said this of Ted Heath, our predecessor. I don't say it of the present British Prime Minister, who was a political opponent, John Major, and of no other political leader this century.
Were carrying nuclear.
Oh, they were carrying, without question, nuclear depth charges. That goes for the Sheffield, it goes for the Coventry, and it goes for other ships of the task force. This was against the provisions of the Treaty of Tlatelolco.
In the case of the Sheffield, which is a sunk, that was sunk, it was sunk.
Yes.
What would happen to that kind of weaponry then?
Well, they would deteriorate. For 26 years, I've been the weekly column of New Scientist, and I'm extremely careful about giving definitive scientific consequences when I can't know for certain, but no one else knows for certain. But what happens to nuclear weapons at the bottom of the sea is anyone's guess. Now, it may be all right, but it depends to what extent they're leaking, and indeed the whole plutonium situation.